Hello, this is Donna for Change, and today's talk is about the pressure of saying no. How does saying no hit you? Sometimes we could be disappointed because we've disappointed someone else. And the thought of disappointing someone else, that's enough to make us say yes, even if we know we should say no. Other times we could be discouraged. Now we can't do something that perhaps we used to do in the past, but now we have to say no to someone or something, and our own change in circumstances or belief about what we can and cannot accomplish, that interferes with us saying no. What else is behind the pressure of saying no? Feeling disconnected. Perhaps we've been invited to numerous events over a short period of time, and we're going to have to turn some of those events down. The thought of missing out, not seeing some of the people that we were looking forward to, not being part of the entertainment, not being able to kind of hug some special friends. That adds to the pressure of saying no. Disturbed. When we actually say no, we could feel a disturbance in our energy. Thinking about having to say no, calling the person, or reaching out via text or social media, going over what it is that you will have to say to them, how they're going to respond to you. All of that adds to the pressure of saying no. And because we have to consider all of that, our energy flow is diminished. It reminds me of a recent event that I wanted to attend. I was looking forward to it. The weather had not been very friendly recently, and this was a chance to get out in the sunlight and enjoy some individuals that I really wanted to reconnect with. However, other obligations demanded that I say no. The fact that it demanded that I say no infuriated me even more. However, I thought about it, okay? And I said no. Sometimes things that we can do, want to do, but can't, it can make us feel like we're missing out on something that's very valuable, very important, that we're disappointing people, that we aren't giving ourselves that opportunity to be refreshed. Have you ever really wanted to do something, but had to say no? Besides disappointment, discouragement, disconnected from joining others, disturbing our energy flow, the pressure of saying no can create distance between ourselves and others. We, during the conversation of letting them know why we have to say no, could sense a drawing back from them because they anticipated that we would say yes to the invitation. Sometimes there's a breakdown in communication where they're trying to convince you, oh, come on, please. This is really important to me. I'm really looking forward to your helping me out in this area. And when you reiterate that you have to decline, the conversation, the talking on the phone between the two individuals, it can get a little strained. Also, it affects your energy flow, and sometimes there's distance created by the fact that you had to decline this invitation. You couple that distance with it's something you really want to do, and we can totally understand why there's a pressure of saying no. But sometimes the right thing to do is to say no. On our next video, I'm going to be discussing the power of saying no until we connect again.